Hey guys, got a new knife in the mail today. So from SPK Unlimited, Alex just did a Discord drop, and I was one of the people to get in on it. So we will open this up, not leave you in suspense or anything. Thankfully, this actually showed up pretty quick. Sometimes USPS can be a little slow, but this time pretty quick. So no complaints from me here. I'm trying to open this, hopefully clean enough. I don't know, we'll see. Never know which way these boxes open. I think it's right along here. Yeah, it feels like every time I open these, the boxes are different. They open a different way. Yeah, there we go. All right. So, first look here, we've got sticker, yeah. Much bigger than the older ones. I don't know. And go ahead and unbox this guy. So he's got these custom boxes made, manufactured in the USA. So as far as I'm aware, everything that he uses in these is USA made. And here we've got the knife. So this is the SPK Lamia is the knife. Probably says that in the title of the video anyways. He probably already knew that. But this is a Gen 4. These guys are hand ground, which I don't think he's done in production in a while. So really, really nice grind. I love the way that these look. I mean, you can see straight along with the plunge line here. I don't know. I really love these, and these knives are fantastic. I carry one of these almost every day, and it's easily my favorite knife. So I'll gush about it a little bit, but I don't know. This is one of those ones, like, I would very much love to use something like this all the time. But, you know, it's an expensive knife, and I've got a couple Lamias that I use already, you know. I've got, maybe I have it over here, maybe I don't, somewhere. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, so I've got this guy, which I think I've already done a video on, and you can see this has been used a good amount. And this one I haven't used as much as some of the other ones I have even. So, but anyway, I guess I'll talk a little bit about this. This is the new XPJX, I think is what he's calling it, the milling pattern on these. So you can see it's kind of this diamond knurling here. So really nice. I mean, looks really good. From what I understand, the nature grip on these takes forever to mill. I mean, you can see, you can imagine an end mill coming along and doing all this is going to take a long time. And it's not just that, it's that he's doing, I think he was calling this zebra stripe, this, you can see the faint diagonal lines running across in this direction. So he's got milling in that direction, and then he's going over and doing the nature grip. So you can imagine it takes, you know, forever to get all of that done. And I would imagine that this is a lot quicker, right? Because he can just run the end mill through in each direction, and you're getting a good amount of texture on here. I do wish it had a little bit more texture to it, but also this is an as machined finish, and this is blasted. So the blasted just is going to have a little more texture to it. Like if he blasts these in the future with some aluminum oxide or whatever, it's going to coarsen. Is that a word? It's going to make that surface more coarse in the first place. So it's going to have a little more texture on it. But the machining finish on this, I think, is really, really nice. Obviously, I haven't had too much time to dig into this a whole bunch. And look for defects and look for marks or whatever. But you can see, I mean, this is really, really clean. And the way it reflects is really nice too. So you can see that nice contour around the outside. So you can see it's kind of domed over here. So in the hand, really comfortable. Am I ever gonna beat this one up? No, but I know he's working on some of the other ones that'll be not hand ground, but it'll be machine ground. He's really kind of coming along with that process really well, because he's got the cup wheel grinding set up. So pretty sweet from that aspect. But yeah, I mean, grind lines on this, I'm really digging. I think that looks really good. Unsure if this, let's see. I feel like that's a larger hole. I think it is. It is, yeah. So he had increased the size of this hole for the cup wheel grinding jig. So he's got a tombstone that goes on the fourth axis, right? And he needs this hole to be a little larger to hold some indexing pin or something that goes inside of this and holds the blade in place for the grinding. So a little more. We've got the laser etch logo on the front and the back. So Elmax steel, if I haven't said that already, and then his logo. Looks like all the JK Designs hardware still. So I expect that to change sometime in the near future. He was talking about getting hardware sourced elsewhere. So that'll be interesting to see. But right now, you know, the JK Design stuff is I've found to be pretty good quality and pretty repeatable, which is nice. And you can buy it for yourself in not comically large quantities. So that's always good too. I do have a little lock stick on this actually, but that's something that probably just needs to break in a little bit over time. So let me see. I'll break this down because I have the tools out here. We'll see how tight he got these. I don't even have my normal tools out here today, so I'm gonna have to like jerry rig this pretty good. It's a square drive. We'll see. Yeah, let me think. I'm gonna have to get out an actual ratchet to do this, I think. So we're gonna pause, and we are back. So this is gonna be the most ridiculous thing I've ever done on camera. We're using a 3/8 inch socket connected to all of this because I don't want to walk back upstairs to go get the proper tools for this. So sorry, but this is the way we're gonna do it today, and I am completely aware I look like a maniac using a 3/8 socket to take this guy out. But you know what? It's working, and I don't have a 1/4 inch socket down here, so sue me. So some Loctite on there. You can see the residue, which is not a bad thing. Wasn't a crazy amount. I just want to take it apart to check out the inside. I know he usually does some pretty interesting or unique milling on the inside. So we'll do this guy now. It's probably free spinning anyway. Yeah, so that's not doing anything, but we'll take apart the backspacer. All right. Alrighty, so we'll see if we can go ahead and pop off one side or the other side. I guess I'll open it up so I don't mess this up. And we'll pop her open. Lovely. Alright, so got our stop pin. Oh, these are tight, huh? So this almost feels like it's pressed in. I mean, I've got no movement in this whatsoever. There we go. We're getting a little bit. I'll get it to come out eventually. Or maybe I just leave it in there. I feel like if I pull this out, I'm never gonna get it back in. So looking at the inside, milled pocket here, nothing crazy. Has Pinup Girl model on the inside, which I know he's had on, maybe it wasn't this exact one. I don't know. Has he changed this recently? I am not 100% sure that that's a new or an old feature. Because I don't know if I was paying enough attention when I took this guy apart. And I don't know if you can see it without disassembling the knife. I don't think so. And I don't feel like taking that one apart right now. So we're gonna leave it and hope for the best. But yeah, I mean, construction-wise, this is exactly the same. I mean, there's no difference, right? You have your threaded hole here, and then is there 2 over here? Yeah. 2 over here. So that's how he's mounting them to the fixture, which is good, you know, keep everything repeatable. You're as accurate as the machine that way, or accurate as your pallet system, I guess. And then looking good on this backspacer. So it's doing its backspacing job, which is great. And looking like skiffs on here, which is good. I don't know. I like the skiffs. I know some people like other brands or whatever. And you can see really nice work on the the detent ball ramp here. So that's nice and smooth, right in line. And then we've got the inside here, right? So American flag, cool. SPK logo, cool. That's the older one too, isn't it? Maybe I'm crazy. I do think that's, maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, that is the older one. Yeah, you can see the difference here a little bit. So the line for the P kind of crosses through here, and then for the laser it doesn't. So not that it matters, but older logo revision. I kind of like this one a little bit better anyway. So I'm not mad about that. I think it looks cool. Whether it's on purpose or not, I don't really know. Alex is pretty intentional with the details and stuff, so I'm sure he thought of that and didn't just mindlessly throw it on there. But I mean, that's the whole disassembly, right? They're pretty, I don't want to call it a simple knife, but it's pretty straightforward, right? It's a typical kind of folder that's got a couple parts in it that you would expect to see, and nothing crazy going on beside that. Like I said, I probably won't be beating this one up or carrying this one. Considering blasting the handles and stuff, I don't know. I really like the way the glass blasted finishes look, personally. I know some people do like that, some people don't. The as machine finishes, it's interesting, right? I think it's pretty cool. It's definitely got its place, but it's not really my thing. I just don't really love the way it looks personally. If you do, then I think that's great. But yeah, it's just not exactly my cup of tea. I do think it looks great. He obviously does a great job with the machining on these, and the patterning is great. And I mean, I can't speak highly enough about it. But I just don't really love the as machine finishes. So maybe I'll blast it. We'll see. But I do really like this new milling pattern. I think it's pretty interesting. And I don't know. Have you guys seen anybody else that's doing a milling pattern either similar to this or the same as this? I don't really know. As far as I have seen, I haven't really seen a whole ton of other people do one exactly like this. Obviously, I've seen some knurled ones before, but I feel like this is a little unique. From that aspect. I mean, let me know if I'm off base. I don't know. Obviously, I don't have an exhaustive knowledge of every knife company and the kinds of milling that they're doing and all of that good stuff. But yeah, I think it's a pretty nice milling pattern. Hopefully, it's a little quicker on the runtime than the Nature Grip was. I like the way the Nature Grip looks better, if I'm honest. I just think it looks a little cooler. But this is really clean, and I think function-wise, you might get a little more grip out of this once it's blasted. Obviously, since this is machine finish right now, everything is really smooth. But you know, it's probably gonna wear in a little bit, I would guess. Not 100% sure, but I mean, we'll see. Yeah. Lock stick is a little bit better now. I don't know if I'll be able to get it on camera very well. Very, very slight. I mean, it's not like stuck, right? You can see percentage-wise, we're at like, I don't know, 60% or something like that. We're actually pretty far over. Obviously, that doesn't really matter. It's not going to make a difference for the lockup of the knife. And if I were to send this back to Alex and ask for a new lock insert or whatever, I'm 100% sure that he would replace that under warranty if I really had an issue with it. But until it's an issue, I'm not going to do anything about it. It's just a little further over than I think I typically would see. I mean, we'll do a side to side, not side to side, but a little comparison here. So this one's right up dead, 40%, 50% kind of on the dot. This one's just a little further over. Maybe that's clear, maybe it's not clear. I don't know, tough to see on the camera, but we'll see. I don't know, maybe I'll do something about that. But honestly, this will probably sit on a shelf anyway, and I'll play with it every so often, so probably nothing crazy going on there. edges are a little sharp on the inside of this, but I know that's normal for stuff like this. Like a Spyderco, obviously you can't really measure, but you get like the wire cut holes on a PM2, right? Like these guys are pretty sharp on the inside here. Like that's all sharp, and the Lamia is pretty close to that, or at least this one is. With the blasting, like I've been talking about, it kind of dulls the edge ever so slightly. This one, seeing as it's just a ground finish on the side there, you know, you're not really getting that benefit. So that's the one thing. Yeah, I mean the clip I feel like is the same. I don't know if that's any different than this one. Looks the same to me as far as I can tell. So yeah, I mean that's the same. Hardware's the same. Nothing super crazy about the configuration. I think the star of the show here is the hand ground blade. So I don't know. I like it. Could be one of those things where the original ones were hand ground, so you look at it and you're like, oh, that's really cool and whatever, because it's closer to the older style, the way you used to do it. But I do think the hand ground looks nice. Personally, I mean, the function of these is awesome, but I've never really liked the stepped blade, you know, or like the stepped milling. I know it's way easier to press go on the milling machine after doing all the programming and stuff. But personally, I just like, I don't know. I think the ground surfaces look better. I'm super excited to see the cup wheel ground Lamias, because I've got here the cup wheel ground Shark. Now this one's blasted, but you can see this has the cup wheel grind. So you've got kind of the circular edge, yeah, I guess radial or circular, however you want to phrase it. But this is done with the cup wheel, and these get super thin behind the edge. I've used this a good amount breaking down boxes and doing stuff around the house, and I don't know, it's great. As far as cutting, the Lamia is basically a folding version of the Shark. Maybe not basically, but it's pretty damn close. So you can see very, very, very similar handle, so it fits in the hand really nice. And I really like that the Shark has the big choil on the front to prevent you from slipping forward. So I really like the Shark. I think it's a great little fixed blade. I don't carry fixed blades a lot, but when I do, it's typically this one. So I mean that's the story behind that. So I'm looking forward to seeing the XPJX milling with the ground bevels. They're looking really clean, looking really good, so I'm excited to see where those go in the future. Let me know if you guys have any questions about these or other knives or whatever, if you want to see anything, and thanks for watching. Have a good one.